just meet me in the middle. In the middle.
I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Using a satin fabric creates puckering.
Honey, let this cookie crumble.
Hello, good evening. How are we all?
Welcome to another Wednesday evening with us.
Fred G's just replenished all the mixers. We've got our scratchings and nuts on the wall.
Good to see you all. We start always with a little roll call. So let's see who's in. I'm going to go through YouTube. Mark the Vicar was in immediately as soon as the doors opened. Then Claire, then Hayden Davis, Diamond Trinket, Chuck over in New Hampshire, John Morissette, Kim Peterson.
Hello, Kim.
In Denmark.
I might be wrong. Sweden.
Sandra Brown, Tracy is in. Seven Network is here. Nibbles and Bubbles.
Hello, darling.
Well, Bubbles is in. Shari, hello, my love. Coral Daft is here. Karen Avery in Ontario. Angela from California is with us. Dave is here. Dave was absent last week.
Yes, where we didn't get a note from your mum.
But he's all right. He's here. We're worried because he's on the east coast of America, and of course they've got crazy snow at the moment. Ellen Meadows is in. Karen Avery is here. All my names have just jumped past. Let's go back a bit. Cy Slimbo is in. Pete Potofsky is here. Kurt Reed is in. Andrew Gunn, Jamie Reese, Jimmy Riddle Show, Joanne Gray, John Morissette, BG Bear, Nellie Pledge.
Ah, Nellie from Not Your Nellie.
Yeah, Nellie Pledge is new to us.
Pledge's Pickles.
Hello, Nellie Pledge. Nice to have for you to join us. And over on Facebook we have
A lovely Paul Esselmore, Neil Sandwell from Blackpool, James Barker, Jason Rigby. Hello, James.
I think James Barker is new.
Hello, James Barker. Welcome to the party. And we have Josh Spencer, Tracy Ann Cannon, lovely Keith Wellens. Thanks for your lovely little pitch you just sent us. Very funny. Lovely Cindy McDuffie. The lovely Mark Hall. Matthew JB. Lovely Alex Clark.
The birthday boy from last week, but a week of birthday celebrations is enough.
He got some lovely prezzies. The lovely in-laws David and Anne from Formby. Marcia and Ewan.
No, Ewan's not here.
Oh, he's not Ewan.
Ewan's in bed with a headache.
Oh, no. Anyway, Marcia, welcome to the party. Sean Anthony Harrison. Mark Wooten. Melanie Fairley. Sarah Simpson. Where are we? Alison McGuinness. Hello, darling.
Ali McGuinness is in. Hey.
Lucy Braithwaite. The lovely Anthony Berry. Mr. Thruttons. Joel William Hazeldine. Lovely Lisa Driscoll. Timmy Alex Carrington Ward. Here she is. Tobias Cordingley. Ross Merchant. And is that it?
Yeah, my lips look really... we both look like we've got lipstick on, don't we?
We haven't... Well, I might...
I had a work call, and while I was talking on the work call, I thought, God, I look like I've got...
They don't look made up.
No, I've just got beautiful, beautiful ruby lips.
Unless it was from earlier.
Annie Sanderson has just joined.
Ah, hello, Annie. Hello, my love. And there's Philippe Jacques Fortinbras. So many exotic names in the house.
Well, now Nellie Pledge is new to us. Nellie Pledge has only just found us on Twitter and YouTube recently, thanks to the lovely Dawn French, who shared us.
We love you, Nellie. Thank you, very glad.
So yeah, Dawn French has got us loads of attention.
Yes, some little doors are open, have they?
They have, and we're going to be on BBC Radio York tomorrow morning.
And we were on Liverpool Live on Sunday night, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. Hello, Peggy. What are you up to? You got stuck under our chairs. Come out this way.
Come out this way. Just getting in on the action. Come on your little bed.
Yeah, these aren't snogging lips. We haven't been snogging.
We haven't been snogging. We're too old for that.
Mark Monday Pearson is.
Hello, darling. Oh, I thought you was on your lollipops in your little caravan. Have you got a nice little signal where you are? Or have you come home? And how's little Milo? Little Milo's his little dog.
I know, he's lovely little Milo. No, I haven't got lipstick on at all, but I know it looks like it. I had lipstick on earlier on.
But you'll see more of that later. A couple of little shout-outs. We had a lovely week. We met the lovely Nibbles and Bubbles from Scarborough. We had a lovely lunch with them, didn't we?
We went to Eat Me Cafe, which is our kind of favourite eatery, local. It's only 2 minutes away. It's in the Stephen Joseph Theatre, and they've taken over the whole of the bar in the Stephen Joseph Theatre. It's lovely in there.
So lovely. We had cocktails and a lovely meal. It was about 3 hours, wasn't it, our lunch?
Well, we didn't have cocktails. Shari had a cocktail.
In a little bottle with
and
a straw.
I forgot to ask how it was. So Shari had a cocktail. I can't remember what it was called, but it was raspberries, gin.
Rhubarb?
I don't think there was rhubarb involved.
I think there was.
And ice cream soda.
Topped up with ice cream soda.
Yeah.
And our lovely hubby Chris, who's Nibbles, part of the Bubbles Nibbles duo, is working tonight, so he can't see us. So hello, Chris. I hope you're having a good evening. If you're watching this on Ketchup.
People want to see my top, so I'm going to stand up.
Here she is. It's a new garment, isn't it?
It is. So there's a little bee with a spray can. And kind of spacey.
And the B stands for Bobby Dazzler, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, because I am a Bobby Dazzler. Mark's got his... he is in the caravan, but he's got his Wi-Fi and he's got his tablet out. I
just want to say a little hello to Paul and his wife Diane. They're followers of us, and they're usually in tonight, but Paul's mum's really, really ill, and she's about to, pass on. So they're sat with her. But they send you all their love, and they wanted us to sort of say little prayers for his mum.
Oh, Paul!
As they say goodbye to her. So lots of love to Paul and Diane. So how's your week been?
What else have we been up to? We were on Radio Liverpool Live. So I'm from Liverpool. And we were on Liverpool Live on Sunday night.
Yeah, we stayed up for that, didn't we?
We stayed up. And, Andrew interviewed us. And he played an ABBA song. And during the ABBA song, he sent me a message on my phone and said, when you come back, can you come back in character?
We was like, what?
And...
I was going to do puckering. And then James said, well, if you're going to do Esme, what can I do? And I thought, oh no, we'll have to do something that we do together.
So we did the QVC girls, but we had it was such a shocker that we were going to do it. We hopefully got away with it. Shari listened to us.
But people said we were okay. We didn't die on our bottoms. It's funny when people say, act, do something now. It's like, we have to sort of think, what have we done that's funny?
Yeah, that's not going to be too rude.
Oh yeah,
because obviously we couldn't pop up as the nuns.
Oh yeah, because Andrew Lansell, who interviewed us, said he loved the nuns, but one of them was a little bit too blue for the radio airwaves.
But yeah, so it was fun. And tomorrow, we're on BBC Radio York. I think at about 10:40.
It's our 5th or 6th interview with them, isn't it?
Yeah, we keep getting asked back. It's only going to be a short interview. It's kind of about the Dawn French thing that we got tweeted. It's going to be about the pottery video that we put out this weekend, but it's kind of about what we're doing and why we're doing it. And I think they're going to put it on their website, so we'll be able to search.
We have another new follower, another little exotic name, Ian Baptiste. He says, evening Alan, Jamie, good to join you. My first live event with you. Keep on making the nation laugh and smile, please.
Thank you. And another name I've not noticed there before, Miriam Enver. Hello, Miriam Enver. Who says, you guys are so funny, thanks for making us laugh.
You're welcome, my love.
Dave, so the interview is on radio. It's on radio. We're weird. We get asked to do loads of radio.
We don't get We don't get many TV
I
interviews,
know.
it's radio.
And we're like a
And
little-
we sort of really don't work on radio, do we?
No, well, we could work on radio. You know, we
No,
could
our work doesn't really travel.
No, it's not
does
because
it?
it's so visual. Because it's about us dressing up as all the characters and stuff. Let's have a look. Yeah, he just threw at us with no warning. Well, he gave us like a minute warning. But
He knows we can do it.
I know Andrew from way back, like in when did I meet Andrew Lancel? 1989, most probably. So we did youth theatre, things like that together. So he knows that I can impro like a good, and I'm a bit like Josie Lawrence / John Sessions.
And he's been about a bit, hasn't he? What was it? Bad Girls and Coronation Street?
The Bill. He was in the Bill for
Bill?
years, I think. Question come in from Southport. Did we watch the new RuPaul programme?
We did. I mean, years ago, we were like hungry for Drag Race. Now it's on every week.
Yeah, we were saying that at the weekend. We were saying that we used to get so excited around this time of year because there was going to be a new series of Drag Race. And I can't wait to see who's on it and all that. But it feels like for the last 2 years, there's not been a week without a version of Drag Race on.
I mean, we love it, but it sort of gets a bit confusing when you're following the American one and then the UK one, and then they're all out,
But we enjoyed it last
Yeah.
night. I really enjoyed last night. So I think it's a good concept, this kind of international one.
And there were some lovely, lovely famous faces on it, wasn't there? Lovely to see.
Yeah.
Jujubee and Bag of Chips, amongst the others.
Shari's just said she's been on Radio Scarborough.
Oh, have you, Shari?
Shari, we were on Radio Scarborough, and we had to go and sit in like the studio, which is, you'll know where it is. It's not far from Cafe Rendezvous.
Yeah, but it's not there anymore.
No, I know, but we sat in there, and we were in there for about 40 minutes, weren't we, chatting?
Yeah.
It just went on and on.
I think we'd have been there longer if his show hadn't finished at 2.
I think he forgot we were on the radio.
It was just like having a chat, wasn't it? It was lovely. Hello, Jason Darcy. She's popped in back from Lipton's.
Erica's just mentioned John. So you will have no doubt seen that we had a horrible message yesterday from someone. And it just felt like so... Like, why waste your time typing that out? And why don't you just delete us or block us and move on?
We were riding the crest of a wave after our Pottery Throwdown video and all the lovely feedback we got from that. And then this pillock sends that. And you think, well, just delete us. You don't have to contact us and tell us. But there again, a little me thinks, I'm glad that we seeped into his little grey world. I'm glad we made him huff and puff for a couple of minutes. I'm glad that we made him hit that delete button.
Well, he didn't delete. He just...
He'd have blocked us or deleted us.
No, because he left us a comment, so you can't leave a comment if you've blocked someone.
Oh, perhaps we'll seep in again. Then.
No, I've blocked him.
Oh, right.
Seize the power.
Yeah.
But thank you everyone who reached out with lovely messages to us.
Yeah, they mean a lot. And every single word that all of you said is true. The man is sad and must be lonely, and his life must be full of black and white, not colour.
Yeah, there's more than black and white in your crayon box, and obviously he has a very sad little life. But like people said, he was saying, I don't know why you've ended up on my page. Well, we've ended up on your page probably because of your search history and the things you're looking at, John.
Yeah,
and
while you're busy writing horrible stuff to us, we're busy raising money for charity and making videos to make people laugh and making a bit of funny time with life. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Here she is. She sent us a lot of abuse, and we've never even mentioned it.
Well, she always does, doesn't she? Yeah.
We're going to be on Here She Is radio station as well, which we keep kind of not making it work. How about we do it next week?
Well, I'm happy to crawl onto his bed.
We're not crawling on the bed. We're going to do it over
sit in his
Zoom,
bath.
I think. But Here She Is. We'll do it. Let's do it. Let's try and do it maybe next week. We could maybe do be a Valentine's special.
Yeah, but he might have somebody better on.
He might have someone better on. We were going to do it, but he had someone from EastEnders waiting in the wings.
Well, I don't blame you. Here she is. We'll be all right for when you've got nobody in.
Oh, Keith, don't even try and find him. So anyone who slags us
don't
off.
find him and hunt him down and say anything horrible to him, because let him stew in his own juices.
Yeah, anyone who slags us off, just honestly, just ignore, delete, block. We move on. And at the end of the day, we love him in a little way. You know, he needs our love, not our hate. He needs
a lot of love.
Paul Carmichael is arrived. Good morning. Why aren't you dressed up?
Oh, Paul.
Paul's one of your old mates,
yeah,
isn't he?
from Australia. So I don't know what time it is there, Paul. We just got up again. Yeah, we sometimes dress up, but you know, we've got a little video later on of us dressed up. So if you're about and don't have to go to work, you can watch that. Lovely to pop in, Paul. Nice to see you. Paul's must be the person I've known the longest. I always say this.
You've known him since you were about 4?
Yes, since primary school. I think we're in the same class together.
Have we done an ab fab skit, James? We have not, but it's definitely on the cards. We had to make some decisions. We've still got to make decisions really about who's going to be Eddie and who's going to be Patsy.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm going to be Patsy.
Oh really?
He wants to be Patsy. The whole thing about Eddie is that she's a bit overweight. But doesn't it make sense? We physically would look better that way round.
Well, I'll let you be in charge of that one then.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
People out there, who should be...
Don't.
No, here we go. People are asking. So, who should be Joanna Lumley? Alan or Jamie?
I've got a really nice big set of white teeth.
Do you have to delete and block a lot of people? Yeah, we do.
Loads at the moment. People who are only following us because they want to, use us as a platform to annoy people.
Yeah, so I go through all the notifications sort of every morning and go through and we kind of delete people and so yeah, it's a bit of a pest. But
it's not really. I mean, we want to sort of keep all our followers, safe and stuff, and we don't want anybody who's going to come in and suddenly spam you all.
Who's going to be Mother? Alan would be June Whitfield, definitely.
Yeah.
I would be Bubble, I think, definitely. Who would be Julia Swawala Walla? Must be me. I don't know.
Can I be the...
Jamie as Patsy, Jason, Alan as Joanna.
Can I be the one that swears a lot? Kathy Burke.
Yeah, Magda. Who's going to be June Whitfield? Alan, I would imagine. Jamie, I love you, but Alan would be phenomenal as Patsy. J-Lo has to be Jamie. If Jamie is Patsy, I'll need 2 pair of tights again. I know, because I want to get my lallies out.
Oh, yeah.
Peggy would be Safi.
Oh.
Alan would make a fab Eddie. That's what I think Alan would make a fab Eddie. Although I adore Jennifer Saunders. So I would like to
You could play both of them.
Oh, no, don't. That would be silly. You could both play either Alan as Patsy, Mother, and the Mad American Woman.
Oh, I like her. You see, Jamie knows the episodes more than me. I've only watched
Mo Gaffney.
I've only watched a few.
Does anyone remember Mo Gaffney? So the American lady, and she used to play a character called Taffy Turner, who was an American interviewer, and she'd pop up on Sunday nights on the Ruby Wax show. I was a little bit obsessed with Taffy Turner for a while. I still am.
Anthony Berry is wondering if the YouTubers are behaving themselves tonight.
They are, and
yeah, they're behaving quite well. There's been no aubergines popping up.
Yeah, they are behaving. I can't see any filth at the moment, but it's Chatterbox over there. Are you going to do a gimme skit? We've done a photograph gimme. Nelly, we might do a version of it. Pete Potowski has just said, the YouTube is totally chode free at the moment.
At the moment, but when they've had a few, lemon and limes and incarnacies, who knows?
A few people on both sides are saying they remember Taffy Turner. Yeah, it used to go, Taffy Turner, inside America. Are there any characters from the 70s, like on the bus's Olive, you're considering? Be great to see some retro. Darren on the Buses is one of our like big popular videos.
It's one of
that
our
we've done.
classics. Have a look at our library, love.
So yeah, head over to YouTube and find it, or if someone could put the link in there. So it's www.youtube.com/isolation creations, and yeah, you'll find it.
It's lovely actually when people ask for stuff we've already done. When they go, well, have you ever done Young Doctors? Yes, we have. Have a look. It's nice.
Yeah, so we did. I was Olive and on the Buses.
With your little pickled onion.
Captain Brad has just arrived. Captain Brad. I don't know. I don't think that's a Navy salute. What was a salute? We found out what a salute was on the telly, wasn't it? No. Why people salute? Do you remember?
Wasn't it?
It's to raise your armour. It's the raising of the little visor on a piece of armour.
Yeah.
So it's that, to show that who you are. Dave is doing a little bit of cheerleading, like Chode, but give it C-H-O-A-D. Chode.
I thought you meant real cheerleading then. I thought, good on him.
We haven't done George and Mildred.
No,
But
I'm
that's
actually
definitely
writing that at the moment.
On the cards. Oh, are you?
Yes, I've got a little plan for that.
And we'll do Man About the House at some point as well, because I love Man About the House. Alan got me into Man About the House. When was that? Where were we living then? Deptford,
I think. And it was on one of the channels, wasn't it? Was it ITV3?
Yeah. And I loved it.
He was
Absolutely
obsessed
adored
with
Sally Tomsit.
Sally Tomsit, because she's a little bit dipsy.
I am still a bit obsessed with Sally Tomsit, and she's sort of like I really love her, but she's not the best actress, and she's kind of really aware of. It feels like she's really aware of the crew and the filming of it, and it feels like the camera always catches her sort of laughing, looking offset. So
that's quite. It works though, doesn't it? It works with her.
Yeah, Joe.
And of course, we've got the lovely George and Mildred living downstairs, and that obviously was a great little stepping stone for those two. Oh yeah, I love George and Mildred.
Someone's asked, and it passed us by quickly, will we do another 80s music video? Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah.
The music videos take kind of a long time, and because I've got this big project on with work at the moment, I'm guessing that'll be like March. So my project will be all done by end of February. Like, I'll still have work going on, but this big project I'm working on, end of February, it'll be done. So,
but we still have time for you, my darlings. We always, the weekend video we put together. We actually were meant to be filming on Saturday, but the wind was so.
We're doing a director's commentary later.
Should I keep for that?
Yeah. We're going to do a director's commentary on the pottery video, so we're going to do that a bit later.
Which has done wonders. We didn't think it would.
Amazingly well.
Practically all the potters have seen it. All the potters of past and present have seen it. The lovely Keith has seen it. Siobhan's seen it.
The presenter.
I'm not sure whether Rich or Rose has seen it. But yeah, it's all going pretty
well.
Yeah,
we've had lots of messages from the potters. So from last year, the year before, from this year. And they were saying they've all been like sharing it amongst themselves on WhatsApp. And
we've even got one of the potters who's about sort of 5 minutes away from here.
Yeah. So someone from this year's cast, he was the first person who was out. But he lives not far, and he's said that we can go around and play with his clay.
Play with his wheel.
So yeah, I can try and make a pot, which I've always wanted to do.
Is his name Bob?
Bill.
Sorry, Bib. But yeah, it's Bill. And Bill, lovely Bill, said, can I buy a calendar?
Yeah. So we
popped one through his slot the other day.
Alison McGuinness is asking for more dating videos. I think we might do another dating video for February. And I think we'll most probably put some men in it this time.
Yeah.
Some hunks. But we'll have women as well.
And obviously, dating is our page on the calendar at the moment. So you'd have flipped us over a couple of days ago to see faces like Dixie and Nora and Dora.
Dave's asked if we can do the Antiques Roadshow with Sherry as a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
definitely.
an expert.
There's also another program, Dave, on ITV. So ITV is kind of the other channel. We've got BBC, which is kind of the public broadcasting. ITV is one of the commercial channels, and they have a program called Dickinson's Real Deal, which is a bit like Antiques Roadshow, but a little bit more Sherry Stump, if you know what I mean. They have people bring stuff from home, and it's not always great stuff.
It's like a chip pan.
Yeah,
and
they show an expert, but they're behind like perspex, and behind the perspex is all the general public. But they kind of crowd around like they're watching sort of...
like a sex show. They like peek through little holes and round the back.
So you have all these old ladies like steaming up perspex, watching this dealer go, I'll give you £2
£60 for your chip pan? No. It's going to go to auction. And then David Dickinson will go, he'll barge in and go, so like, £60, not bad. Is it good for its money?
And then he runs away again.
Keith Lemon does a wonderful skit on that, doesn't he, on the internet?
Yeah.
On YouTube. David Dickinson's really funny because he sort of goes...
A lovely Archie is in.
Hello, Archie. Thank you for your lovely comment.
Yeah, thank you, Archie. How lovely. We Archie fought our corner.
Yeah, we sort of retweeted it.
We shared it, Archie, on Facebook because we were so moved by your words.
We're moved by all your love, by all your lovely kind words.
We are. We're going to delve into the Isolation Creation vaults. So this is your first kind of little commercial break, but it's not a commercial this year. We're looking back in the vaults, and we're going to show you a video which we made back in 2020. So this was in about October 2020. This was in second lockdown that we had. And this is the first real appearance, I think, of Sherry and Brandy together as kind of
It is.
what they became. Anyway, this is our take on the very popular BBC sitcom from the 1980s, Bread.
Gotta get up, gotta get out. Grab the world by the throat and shout. Gotta find it, get us a share. Making bread out of nothing but air. Riding high and hitting the ground.
Catching a penny, but missing the pound.
Doesn't matter, cause we'll soon turn it around. Soon as we get home, that's why we're trying home. Instead of trying home, keep it in the family. We'll be right at home. We make it and we'll take it home. Nothing's gonna break it home. Keep it in the family. Knocking on doors,
Or making a plan.
I'll give you the tenner for your old tin can. Buy it.
Sell it.
The game's getting mad. Cause someone's dealing you a losing card. Gotta find it, get us a share. Gotta make bread out of nothing but air. Doesn't matter, cause we got someone who cares. We get home, that's why we're trying home. Instead of crying home, keep it in the family. We'll be right at home. We make it and we'll take it home. Nothing's gonna break it home. Keep it in the family. Even though you sometimes feel like leaving, just pack up your dreams and give up the fight. Someone comes along just as you're leaving, showing you they care and making it right. Soon as we get home, that's why we're trying home. Instead of crying home, keep it in the family. We'll be right at home. We make it and we take it home. Nothing's gonna break it home. Keep it
There we are. I hope you enjoyed
You'll be
that.
right at home then. Bam.
Lots of fun comments came in. I really enjoyed the fact that Alison McGuinness bought that on 7-inch single. Ali, did you play it? Lots.
Oh, it was popular in our house. Was Brad? We watched it all.
Tracy Ann Cannon, did Alan make the chicken on the table?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
We didn't have one, and again, it was lockdown, and couldn't buy one. And then a lovely lady who used to follow us, Margot, sent us one through the post, didn't
So
she?
after we'd done bread, she sent us one. Yeah, she bought one, I guess, off eBay.
Dorothy
or something.
Margot, not
Dorothy
Margot.
Margot, and sent it. Yeah. Which Joey and Aveline did you prefer? Well, the second Aveline, Melanie Hill, loved our video.
Yeah. Well, the first one.
But the first one, oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, but the first one, I think, first Aveline, I kind of liked, and the first Joey, I think I liked. I didn't really like it when it changed cast.
Yeah.
It got a bit soapy, didn't it?
It seems to have loads of people in it towards the end, didn't it? Loads. I mean, I suppose they all got partners and girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff. I like the granddad next door, and I liked all the roughnecks like Lilo Lil and the dad with his big white hair.
We did, and we've like most of them were saying things that obviously was filthy. That's why I was laughing so much as Brandy, as the Scally Girl, because of what Alan.
Because
was
when
saying.
we do these videos, we sort of look at all the characters that have been in it, and we sort of don't. Sometimes we don't do all of them. We sort of think we can't do all the characters. But with Bread, we sort of had to, really, didn't we?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because they were all in it for such a long.
And we found that version of the theme tune, which is like Alison's 7-inch, and we thought, we've got to like put in as many so we can fill that. Carmen saw it as well. The actress who played Carmen, she liked it. I think a few of the Bread boys saw it as well.
Yeah.
My favourite bit that I do is Joey's kind of posh girlfriend. What's her name? I can't
Roxy.
remember. Roxy. And I've got my sunglasses, and I actually say, if you can read my lips, I go, "I'm sorry, Joey. I'm leaving you. I'm going to live somewhere posh like St Helens." If anyone knows, Liverpool, St Helens isn't that posh.
Yeah, they were showing it. They're showing it again on one of the cable channels, I think. I think it's a little rerun.
Yeah, Jason Darcy's got it right. He says, typical Carla Lane. It got a bit Brookside towards the end. It did get a bit Brooksidey.
What, a bit serious?
Alison McGuinness says that she played it loads and loads. Her and
Somebody.
Her and somebody were at the BBC with their dad who was a very, very famous comedian, when they were filming Bread. So her and her sister were really starstruck.
I think we've seen the photo, haven't we, in their fur coats. In their furs and lovely hairs.
I don't think they were in their fur coats when they went to see Bread. It was, Ali, were they all nice to you?
Oh, I bet they were.
I bet they were.
Of course they were. Cole Teddy says you loved her in the DHSS. I've forgotten her name now. What's her name? Martina.
Nibbles and Bubbles, Shari's just made a really good point, and I forgot about this. The original Joey wrote and directed the film Sliding Doors with Gwyneth.
Oh,
Paltrow.
yeah, of course.
Peter Howitt. I think I've auditioned for him for something. I have a feeling I've met him, and I can't remember what for.
Dale Ibbetson's remembered what I say as Sherry. A drink and a dick, that'll do the trick.
I think she goes, I'm waiting for a drink and a dick, that'll do the trick.
That'll do the trick.
Which you got from a Shirley Bassey song, didn't you?
But no, she sings that'll do the trick. And I thought Shelley was never from Liverpool. And you didn't believe me, did you, until I played it to you?
No. I can't remember the song.
That'll do the trick. Mark, who's mentioned the C word.
That's a big surprise, surprise, surprise.
Mark's staying in his caravan with his little dog Milo, and he was watching Scylla today, you know, the melodrama. With,
Do you want to look at this?
Yeah.
and his caravan heater went pop, broke. So he said, Scylla's at it again.
Scylla's cursed.
That'll do the
Slice Limbo says he loves when Sherry does the phonetic alphabet. When you do the phonetic alphabet, B for Bristol's, Alpha Lichem.
Dentist. I shouldn't do that because it could become a GIF.
Ali McGuinness has said we once said we were gonna tell people what we were saying when we filmed the videos because it's pure filth. There is a lot of filth. There's stuff we couldn't mention on here. I think Crossroads, you were particularly filthy because you wanted to make me laugh a lot.
Well, Sherry is a chambermaid in a motel.
She was talking about the things she'd found in
Single
different rooms.
businessmen going a bit early to turn over bedding.
Oh, Andrew Gunn's YouTube pictures just changed when Scylla popped up. Curse.
Mark once said he loves a Sherry Stump and it's his birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, Mark. It's another Seymour. I'd imagine Night Out with Sherry would be a right laugh. Well, you say that.
I think it'd be a bit full on.
Say that, Mark.
Sherry.
After 9 o'clock, after she's had a few, what's some lemon drinks she likes? Hooches.
Blue Wickets.
Hooches. Yeah, she puts lemon hooch with blue wicked. Goes, it's gone green, and then that's it.
We haven't watched The Responder yet. The Responder is a BBC show that's just started with Martin Freeman set in Liverpool.
Jason Rigby said that Jamie, your Glenda Brownlow is really funny, and he made me laugh because he's listening at the door, and he actually says, "You dirty bastards."
I've never watched it.
What?
Crossroads.
You don't know what you missed.
I didn't know who Brenda Brownlow was, did I?
No.
Glenda Brownlow.
You see, this is it. When we do our videos,
Alan
sometimes
goes all like method.
yeah, come on. You work in a motel. You don't live on site. Come on. It's like with Bovell, Madame Bovell. You live next to Derek. You've got the wrong letter. Parsnips is a great way to make friends.
Alan does go all method, and I just go, "Oh, can I have that bow-lead wig?"
And I'll go, "No, she didn't look like that. Look it up on the Google. Google Kath Brownlow."
Just had a big cough. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here She Is says, when I do our Here She Is titles with the celebrities, there's no sound, so I just go for it with the language. Yeah, I bet it makes them howl.
Also, when we're doing like scenes where there's two of us being filmed, I want to make him laugh, so I will go. He loves a bit of blue. This one, he likes a bit of blue, Joe. Yeah. He likes a mucky Joe.
The
smut he can focus.
The other ones who are a little bit filthy are the clippies on the buses. When we're the two clippies, they're a bit naughty.
Well, that's where it started from, really, wasn't it?
Well, that was the first ever Sherry Stump.
And being a clippy, she's on about going up, going down.
And we wanted to do
punching people's tickets.
You know how in the 70s sitcoms, so we're still going to do Please Sir's full of them, where girls wore like really tight t-shirts with big boobs with like a Smurfette on them or something.
Percy Pig.
Or like CND Ban the Bomb, but across their boobs. So that's what my brandy is kind of based on back then.
I think the film on the buses when all the women drivers come in and there's some women clippies. There's one that's got like a sort of like Porky Pig t-shirt on. It's sort of stretched across the bosom.
Oh, Nelly Pledge says we should do Sissy and Ada. Nelly, we've done Sissy and Ada quite a bit. So in fact, when we first met, we did Sissy and Ada live, sort of like we stole the scripts and stuff and did it live for little cabarets and stand-up gigs and things like that. So back in 1998.
And if you look on our library on YouTube, we actually do a sort of Sissy and Ada / RuPaul.
Oh yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race.
So
we do it as if it's a contest, not a drag race.
It's a Blackpool landlady.
Blackpool landladies. But we use the words of Drag Race.
And we're a little bit Sissy and Ada in our Nan Chat, aren't we? In our Nan Chat sketch.
Emojis. The emojis have started.
Mark the Vicar has put up an aubergine, and he's a vicar.
Right, I have. This is a little surprise for Alan.
Phil.
I've got an interview, so I'm going to interview Alan. But I can answer the questions as well if people want this interview. I think it'd be quite fun.
You surprised me again.
And I'm just going to say a big thank you to Ali McGuinness and Sandra Brown, who have sent us tips. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much, both of you. I've not looked into, I've just seen your names pop up on my phone. Okay, this is an interview from Smash Hits in the late 1980s. So,
Okay.
here we go. Alan, full name.
Yeah.
Full
Alan,
name.
Snobbing Nala.
No, what's your name?
Alan Gibbons. That's Alan Gibbons backwards.
Middle name?
I don't have one.
Do it. Should I answer them as well or not?
Yeah.
Jamie Michael Maudsley. Oh yes, there's a little surprise for you all. Born.
I don't want people getting my
Just say
details.
Don't give you that year.
4th of May.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
23rd of August.
And you spot me rotten last my birthday. I remember that. It was so lovely.
Height.
About
This is from Smash It, so the questions are
3'6".
No, what height are you?
About 5'5".
My height 5'6", 5'7". First memory.
Pushing over a box of surf detergent in my high chair.
Really?
Yeah. And then being told off for knocking it over.
Wow.
I was about 2, I think. I remember that.
Biggest thrill as a child.
Birthdays.
Why?
Because they got presents and cake.
Really? You loved your birthdays? Did you sit at the back or the front of the class?
At the side.
Like in the middle? Back, front?
The side. I was never in the front row or the back row. All the naughty ones were the back. I was sort of middleness probably.
First crush?
A girl called... 2 twins called Katie and Lisa Patton. And I like one. And they used to drag me into the Wendy house at school and take my clothes off and put them in the cardboard washing machine.
How old were you?
4. And I had to let them.
Oh, my first crush was Bruce Willis.
Oh, right.
Very different.
What you say? You're asking in the first one, and I fancied 2 girls at school.
Hang on. First record bought.
I bought myself.
I guess so.
I think it was from a jumble sale. I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats.
That's a cool first record to have.
Yeah, I bought a pile, but that was one of them.
I think mine was J.D. Duck and the Duck Revolution. I don't remember the song.
How we differ.
First concert.
Oh, a proper concert.
I guess so.
Like pop concert.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't until I was at sixth form. I think we went to go and see. My friend took me to it. What are they called? I'll come back to on that one. I was in Sheffield.
Mine was Voice of the Beehive. Is yours Birdhouse and Soul? Them ones.
No. Oh, I can't. Do you know? I can't remember.
First date.
Proper date or Lisa Richardson at school. We went to the play park, and we snogged on the little round, thing you spin round, and we snogged on that. I fell ever so well. Not 'cause of her.
Might have been what turned you gay.
But I'm not good with
like the nausea.
I'm not good with spinning. But we're weird, all right? Good snog.
I was 19. My first date was.
Oh.
No, I think I was older. I think I might have been 20.
Well, mine's only like a school date, like going round to her house.
It never happened for me at school.
Okay.
The first group you were in. Remember, this is from Smash Hits.
What, threesome? What?
No. Were you ever in a pop group or a band?
No. I can't play. I can't even play the triangle.
Previous jobs.
What, all of them?
Well, just a few.
Oh, well, I've played a tap. I've played a tin man. I've sold tickets. I've done loads of museum stuff. Worked in loads of museums and stuff.
If you were
educator.
If you're an animal, what kind would you be?
I think I'd be a big Canadian fat bear in a cave.
That's what I would have said.
In a cave.
Yep, definitely. What makes you angry?
Idiots, politicians, people who are too rich and too stupid to.
Do you have any phobias?
Spiders, polystyrene, wet wool.
Oh yeah, wet wool's a weird
Oh, I
one.
can't pull
I have to get wet wool out of the washing machine.
If I pull a wet pullover out of the washing machine and the wool rubs together,
And if there's ever a spider on the telly, what do I do?
he does two things. One is how he does that with his creepy fingers. But we were once watching Harry Potter when the big massive spiders were running about and they had big fat heavy bodies. And he was behind me, ill on the sofa, and I was sat down, and he secretly took his socks off, balled them up into a spider belly, and then as a spider was jumping on Harry Potter or one of the kids, he threw the sock.
I threw it high so it would just drop.
And it was in the dark, and I shit myself. Not literally.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
I don't know. I don't think I've got any embarrassing moment. My trousers have never fallen down.
Doing that striptease advert?
Oh, yeah, but I'm getting paid for it, so it wasn't all that bad.
But if it popped up now, you'd be embarrassed, wouldn't you?
No, I'm happy to show people. I'm not ashamed of it.
How do you relax?
Peggy, TV, and a cup of tea. Homer's Under the Hammer, or Rick Stein at the moment. Anything like that with a nice cup of tea. Yorkshire tea, big mug of Yorkshire tea, and a little Peggy by my side.
Do you have any ambitions left?
Oh, got plenty. Got plenty.
Remember, this is from Smash Hits. Can you imagine being old?
No, I don't think I'll ever be old.
And final question from Smash Hits. Do you miss being in Wham?
Yeah, I miss Wham. I miss Wham bars as well.
I thought that would be a little fun thing. I'm going to try and find little Smash Hits quizzes for us all to enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed that. A little insight into Alan. Maybe you can get a quiz for me next, an interview for me next time.
I want to hear it from People's Friend.
Yeah.
What kind of cakes can you eat? Are you good with dried fruit?
We are going to hand over to the local news.
Oh, is it news round?
So it's news time with our trusty news anchor, Jill Gerbil. So we're going to hand over to the news, and we will be back with you after this short break.
Good evening and welcome to local news from local Facebook groups. Here are the headlines. Man from Epsom haunted by snooty ghost who doesn't like his soft furnishings. Misprint found on more than 10,000 pieces of commemorative crockery. Man in Peterborough finds pebbles shaped like Voldemort. But first, our top story. With inflation set to skyrocket, local businesses are struggling more than ever. But one shop has the crowds drawing in thanks to one of its customers going viral. Let's find out what she had to say about Scarborough curtains.
When I found this place and I came in, I can't tell you what I did. I had to do the whole house. I had to. But I mean, come on, how could you not buy? I could walk out and not buy these curtains. They're so beautiful. They really, really are gorgeous. Everyone was on clearance. I mean, their prices, that's crazy. It's unbelievable. She better stay here too forever. She better. It's so beautiful. As I say, if you go anyplace else, I hate to tell you what a big mistake, because this is the only place to come for these gorgeous, gorgeous curtains. For this price, it's more than worth the trip. Believe me, a lot more. This is unbelievable, this place. It is more than worth the trip to come here for curtains.
And I'm glad to say we have Patty Portier joining us live. Good evening, Patty.
Hi there, ma'am.
You obviously have a real love for curtains. When did that begin?
Well, Jill, my papa once said that I took my first breath when I came out of a pair of curtains, the beef variety, and I've loved curtains ever since. As a little girl, they bought me a little dolly house, which had everything, faucet, trash can, bathroom, but no curtains. So I decided to buy curtains from the age of 6.
Dare I ask, how many pairs of curtains do you have?
Oh my God, I love curtains. A lot of my girlfriends, they collect shoes and purses. I collect curtains. Last counting, I must probably had about 4,026 pairs. I mean, I even bought curtains for my son's computer screen. Well, he said, "Mom, why?" I said, "Well, it's got windows, hasn't it?"
Now, Patty, when you're not busy with curtains, are there any other hobbies you have?
Well, when we take a vacation, we always come here to Scarborough Curtains. And my lovely husband will drag me to the movies sometimes, but I'll only watch Gone with the Wind, The Sound of Music, because they make clothing out of curtains.
And before we go, Patty, I recently went to the doctor and told him I felt like a pair of curtains. Can you guess what he replied?
Yes. He most probably said, "Don't take showers. Chances are you must be dry clean curtains." Yeah?
Oh, well. Thank you, Patty. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am. Put the curtains in blue, green and silver.
Now showbiz news. Forget Hollywood, it seems that Bristol is drawing in the celebrity crowds. Here's our local southeast correspondent, Maggie Bogg, with all the celebrity sightings.
Oh, you lot again, is it? Oh, all right, yeah, okay. Well, Bristol ain't no London, but we sure get our fair share of celebrities around here. I mean, born and bred here, little Maisie Williams from that Game of Thrones. She's knocking about a lot. And Stephen Merchant. I saw him in the library. And I saw that Mayor Jammer and that YouTuber Chunks. They're having a nice little sandwich by the Bristol Harbour the other day. In November last year, our Christmas shopping, TK Maxx, and bumped into Clive Owens. You know, a movie star from Children of Men. Yeah, he bought some new underpants. Now, one day we saw that Zoella, the vlogger, famous vlogger, Zoe Zugger, something. She was taking selfies in Primark. I took one with her. No, I don't have a picture. No, it was on her phone. Yeah. And then a couple of years back, we had Prince Harry and Princess Markle Meggle. Yeah, they were shaking hands with people. Then they went into the Knights Templar Weatherspoons for a little curry club. Yeah. Oh, not forgetting Jill Gerbil. Saw her coming out of clinic there, all bandaged up, shades and lips like a big baboon. Right, we're going to get out now. I've got to go find these buses down at Robbins.
Thanks, Maggie. I'm glad she didn't spot me when I was nipping into Dr. Chakrabarty's for a procedure. Now, before we go, let's find out what the weather's going to be like from our meteorologist Tamsin. Tamsin, what's the weather going to be like?
Hiya. Oh, there's nip in the air. It's going to be a windy week. See ya.
Thanks for joining us. Good night.
There we are. So there's the local news. I hope you all enjoyed it. I think you did from your comments. I want to say a thank you to Brad and the lovely Captain Brad. Salute. Captain Brad. And Dave, the gorgeous Dave in Chile, Carolina, who have visited our little tip page and thrown some coins into our pint pot to hope that Alan will unbutton another button.
And Cindy, you were right. Patsy's kindly made me a shirt from those gorgeous curtains.
So this was inside the plastic, the little plastic bag that Patty Portier was holding when she was interviewed. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed all of that.
We love doing that today because the crazy curtain lady, we've known about for years, haven't we?
Yeah, Alan. Well, I haven't. You've known about that for a long time. She went quite viral a few years ago. So yeah, we wanted to include her.
Keith Wellen says, Jamie, you make a lovely, beautiful newsreader. Doesn't he? That wig is so lovely on you.
She's based on... Well, she is. When we did Blankety Blank, one of our Blankety Blank videos where we pack it full of like 70s and 80s celebs, I was Jan Leeming and that wig. was sort of born.
It's a bit like Beryl Reid, really, because she used to say the character comes from the shoes when she was to put the shoes on. And yours is wigs, isn't it? When you put a certain wig on, something comes out.
It is.
And Jan Leamy comes out when you put that on, and Tamsin comes out when you put a Tamsin wig on.
Yeah, and why I'm wearing that is from... Is it French and Saunders or I think it's from a Victoria Wood sketch where they go, did you watch the news? Oh, 3 bangles and a polo neck.
Nasty blouse.
So that's why I'm in a polo neck.
She's got the cheekbones for a polo neck.
Mark the Vicar says Tamsin's a little bit disturbing.
Oh.
I hope she's not.
She's disturbed. But not disturbing.
She's a gentle soul. There's not a bad bone in her body. She's just giving you the weathers from what she can see in the skies.
Pete Pufkowski said, did Tamsin get a dress from Rose West? Eh?
What, the Rose West?
Is it because Rose West has a similar outfit?
I don't know. Rose West doesn't have lallies like that, does she?
No, her dress, as in, does she wear like collars like that?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
the dress is Daphne's dress from Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Here she is, says she's got a tip for us. Don't eat yellow snow. There's the tip. That's where those tips should be going. Jill's wig could use a comb through. Jill Gerbils. I don't know if it would survive a comb through.
You're joking. That's from the 60s, that wig.
Would it survive a little wash?
I can't remember the make, but it came in a posh box. Yes, it would. Yeah, it would.
I'll get Alan to brush it for next time, Dave. I don't do any of the brushing.
He won't. I say brush your hair, even with your fingers, please.
That wig's so small. If you when you watch the news video, we'll put it on YouTube tomorrow. But you can see as I talk, it kind of creeps up my head. So Jill Gerbil ends up having my big forehead. Bubbles is off. Chris is home early tonight. So she needs to get rid of her fancy man and sort out the house before he gets back.
Oh!
Good night.
Good night, darlings.
If you're still here, we want to go to the Rendezvous Cafe. So let's set up that date before long.
We'll do it. We'll do it whenever we've got a day off afterwards.
Just
in case that the chip pan's old.
Or we'll go out for a drink afterwards anyway. We'll mostly need it. So we're going to do a director's commentary. It's about 9 o'clock. So we're going to show you our video that we made this weekend, and we'll give you the inside scoop.
Is that happening now?
Yeah, we should do, yeah.
Okay.
The potters are ready, the clay is wet, the kiln is hot. Welcome.
Wait, hang on.
So, this is the Great Pottery Throwdown, which is a reality TV show for those of you in the States and New Zealand, Australia.
It originally was on a BBC channel, wasn't it?
It was on the BBC, yeah.
Was it Melanie Sykes and...
It was Sarah Cox,
Sarah Cox as well.
And it was...
Is it the Bake Off people?
It's made by the Bake Off people, which is why it then went to Channel 4. But it's one of those... It's quite a gentle competition show. There's 10 potters or whatever, and one person gets booted out every week. Anyway, we've wanted to spoof it for a while. And we decided to do it for this weekend. And we were going to film on Saturday. And then edit it on Sunday, as we normally do. However... We had Storm Malik and then Storm Corrie, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, on Saturday.
Yes.
So we couldn't film outside, it was just too windy. We've only got a little microphone, haven't we? And it would have just caught.
It would have just been terrible. And we wanted to do it outside because we wanted the brick walls to kind of give that sort of rusticy feel.
Pottery landscape.
So we had to not film on Saturday, so we got up really early on Sunday morning, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like early, like normal time but we started filming I think about 10 o'clock.
So Saturday we just spent the day making props and getting costumes and wigs ready for our recording on Sunday.
Yeah, and then on Saturday we spent the day. Sunday morning we got up at 10, filmed, and then edited it that afternoon. So we did really well, really, to get it done in a day. Anyway. And at the moment on the show, there is this presenter called Ellie Taylor, but she's standing in because the regular presenter broke her leg, which is why this joke's about to happen.
My leg's better now. Off you go. This is my gig. Welcome to to the Great Pottery Throwdown.
So we were, at this point, we were looking for music, because the music of the Great Pottery Throwdown starts with, how does it go?
It's like a 60s song, Making Time. Or something
Making time! And we thought we weren't use that because we'll get pulled. So we had to look for some sort of royalty-free guitar track.
Yeah, that was what it did. And then we got shots of the pottery that they film in, and we got those like drone shots, and then we introduced our characters. So I kind of came up with the tropes, so the types of characters on Friday, and wrote a little bit about what would be going on, and then we kind of play around with it. So I tell Alan what sort of the caricature is, and then he sort of plays around and makes it his own.
I'm not arty. I'm not fancy. I'm just a normal man.
Now I remember over the 4 series, there's always like a mummy character who's turned a room into like a pottery studio, because obviously she's been bitten by the bug and the hobby, and so she's invested in, a room in the house is going to be her little domain.
And the wig?
The Rita wig.
It's Rita's wig from Corrie.
Yeah.
That was done for when we did the big quiz as Rita. Alan styled that. What was the wig like before it was styled like that?
It was just like a sort of a red curly wig that had curls here, but I just backcombed it to sort of give it some volume. And the apron I'm wearing, Jamie bought me that as a Christmas present when I was doing my lino printing. Well, I still do lino printing. And it's a lovely sort of suede. It's actually a welder's apron, isn't it? It's lovely. It's like a lovely leathery type. So that came in handy.
And when the kids left home, I decided to turn our Sheena Marie's bedroom into a little pottery studio. Oh, I love doing pottery. Ever since I saw Patrick Swayze off of Dirty Dancing in that Ghost. Oh, that scene, him and Demi. Oh, that clay and slip running down your body. Oh, I better get some all your nooks and crannies.
So they have this week on the Pottery Throwdown called Raku Week, where they make pottery ceramics in the traditional Japanese way, which is like where you have a really hot sort of instant firing rather than a kiln, which is where this joke comes from.
Made a really good play, but we did say it was Raku Week, not Raccoon Week. But look at his little face.
And there's our first appearance of lovely Keith.
So Keith, the judge, is he's like a big gentle giant, and he's just the most beautiful guy because he's an artist and he's so kind of open with his emotions, and he cries all the time. But it feels like it's really genuine. It doesn't feel like fake at all.
It's not fake at all. But it's when people have made such a good piece that he's touched by it. He's touched by their creativity.
Yeah, he's just touched by what they've done, and so he starts crying. This big guy. If you look him up on YouTube, he's done creations like us. So he dressed as Adele, wore big high heels, and sang "Rolling in the Deep," I think, but like about pottery, and also did "Happy" by Pharrell Williams, sort of walking around Whitstable and where he's from. So yeah, that's why we start crying so much, because the judge just cries and cries. And that wig is...
It's actually just... I bought a bundle of hair pieces and fringes and, little bits of hair that you can clip in. And that's just a little brown fringe with a little clip. And I just gaffer taped it on the back of my head and brought the fringe down and sort of stuck it down with hairspray. And these little side bits, it's just... face paint.
Yeah, so you painted all that bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, with this piece, I'm really trying to subvert society's preconceptions.
They always have like a sort of pretentiously art student on there, and they, I wanted to sit cross-legged on the table, but the table's on top of plant pots to raise it up so we could stand behind it, so I couldn't. But they have often these pretentious arty ones who don't make like cups. They sort of put the lid on the cup, so there's no actual hole on a cup at all.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing that.
It represents the quintessential emptiness, transparency and fragility of the current political devastation.
No, I don't really get your message, but it's such a fragile little thing, isn't it?
Now let's do the test. Oh, that fits in lovely there. That's beautiful, actually, and you could have a pair of those. That's lovely for maybe breakfast. So really.
Well, that's Rich, the other judge.
Jamie was ever so worried when he did Rich, because he's obviously wearing no costume. Because Jamie actually dresses like that all the time, don't you? And so does Rich. And I was thinking, oh my God, you are so rich. You are doing it so like he does. You know, he's a bit like a teacher, isn't he? Teaching you.
He was really enthusiastic, and he's quite gentle in his voice. But he says things like, "Oh, that's really that. You know, you could use a spoon with that." So he says really like, obvious things, but in this really like positive, beautiful way.
And a few people this week have recognised your character Tybalt from the Fiddle video.
Yeah. So that wig is from is in the Fiddle video. One of the store staff wears that wig and has the nose ring.
Nice, well done there. That's lovely.
You got a nice touch, mate. Really nice. All right there, Babs. Oh, I'm potty bad polka and dotty bad spots and dots. Yeah, I love the rainbow, me. It's like colour is food for the soul, but less fattening than a Battenberg. You know.
So this is the sort of the potter that's a little bit colourful, shall we say, where wears bright colours and all the pots are bright coloured, and a couple of the recent potters from the programme have got in contact and said, "Oh, that's me. I take it that's me."
Yeah, so they've thought we're spoofing them, but there is always on the thing about this is it's like on a reality TV competition they always put these kind of types together. And you always have a wacky one who's going to do mad things. And so that's where she comes from.
What I mean? You know what I mean?
I wonder if the dots should have been a bit more uniformed. But it's really good, I love it.
I'm glad you love it, yeah? I think you did really well, love. Really well. You know me, Keith, yeah?
I spend all of my time in the pottery studio. Well, I say that, apart from when I'm on the rugger pitch, or out on the lash with Bongo and Monty, a total banter clock. Yeah, when I'm not doing that, I like to play with the clay.
Play with the clay.
Yeah, there's always like a posh one, isn't there? So it's sort of like,
Yeah, we're not playing rugger, I'm playing with clay.
And I got my little rugby top, collars up, and a bit of a mullety wig there. And if you can see in the background, of course, the Grot Bags plate from QVC has made a little appearance.
We'll try and put Grot Bags in anything when we can.
Yeah.
I think this is really lovely. There's a lovely weight to that. And in this area, you could maybe put like a hot drink or something. That'd be really lovely. And this dropped handle works really well for the hand. It's well done. I love that.
Well, we'd spot the rugger bloke in the room, can't we? Yeah. I'll tell you what, mate, you've made a really nice dimple mug. Dimple pint pot. I think it's smashing. Well done.
It isn't that long one isn't the Fiddle presenter's wig, but it is. It's mostly we've got a box of mullet wigs, haven't we? The Fiddle presenter, Chester Fumble.
Yeah.
His is a proper kind of like Jared the Goblin King kind of spike here and long mullet. Bye bye, Nelly. Nelly Pledges had to go. Good night.
Night, Nelly, love. Be quick, lad.
Ah, yeah. Oh, it's great to be chosen to be on this programme.
Now, you might remember Dixie from the video dating skit.
And those of you who've got a calendar, she's on your calendar this month.
So she was a little character that's been bubbling away in the back of my brain. And I thought it'd be nice to have her on. You know, like a lovely little northerner. And yeah, it's nice to bring Dixie out again.
It's like a little holiday. Yeah. Oh, I live with my dogs. Cookie, Cracker and Donut. Oh, they run me ragged, they really do. Full of energy. Anyway, today's project is I'm going to make a life-size kennel and the dogs. So it's going to stand in my garden and look pretty. Yeah.
Oh, there's the first shot of the lovely Rose. Can't leave Rose out.
No, we had to include Rose. Rose is the kind of assistant who does all the firing for them, and she brings out stuff on these, trays with hessian over them often. But often things snap and break and shrink and change size and shape. So we included, Rose, and she's holding Dixie's life-size dogs, which have shrunk in the kiln.
Quite a bit. Okay.
Shrunk a bit, hasn't it? But I tell you what, I like them this size. I think they really work. Smashing. Brilliant.
I love it when some people's pottery goes wrong on the programme, and Keith will say, well, it was a happy accident. It does work. It's lovely.
It's nicer with a big crack in it. And talking of a big crack in it, so the first ever series of the Pottery Throwdown, presented by Sarah Cox, who's a Radio 2 DJ now, was full of innuendos about jugs and rims and cracks and
pulling
off and pulling things up like that. Just full of innuendo. So I thought, well, there's got to be one character where I'll use a lot of innuendo, and there's always a gay guy in these things who's as camp as knickers and loving life, and so this is him. But what we forgot was that the gay guy in this year's series is called Miles, and we gave him the same name. But it's not
no relation to him.
It's not based on him. It's just a caricature of that kind of character in these shows.
The first time I straddled the wheel and learnt about this dirty world of rims and cracks, I knew I'd truly come home. Now, I can't stop and chat. I've got to pull this one off.
No, I was excited when I saw you working on your cock earlier, and I couldn't wait to get it in my hands, and that's got a lovely weight to it, and the form there is beautiful. Well done with that. That's lovely. Really well done.
Look at his little face. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
That might be my favourite little bit about what Alan says is when he says cock-a-doodle-doo.
I did all my Keith Brymer Jones one after another in one take.
Yeah, I just kept handing you the different
kept handing
things.
me the piece, and I'll just carry on and everything. So that's why my eyes are just full of tears, aren't they, all the way out? I've just, I didn't stop and start.
He was your, it was the last bit of filming, wasn't it?
Yeah, because of the painted face and the...
Yeah, and we had to include a few little cock gags.
I like all of my pottery to be very delicate and pretty, so I'm very carefully painting a design on this plate. Now these glazes might not come out those colours, because once you put them in the kiln, what is a big hot oven, it's like magic. They might come out different.
Oh, I think she might be my favourite character. Because she loves so much painting that plate. And I love the fact she's educating the audience about with glazes and how different they work with the kiln.
So I've said with Here She Is there something really nice about playing like dim characters, dim girls who, they sort of get words wrong and they say kiln instead of kiln, but they think they know a lot. Anyway, there's not so much this series, but another series there was a character who was just like that. Who we were a little bit obsessed with, who had this beautiful like little girl's voice, was like an old lady but spoke like this and made very pretty things.
She must be seeing this as well.
And the thing about the glazes is, they sort of have to use guesswork to see what colour it's going to come out.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you, but me and Rich were quite worried about you when you were glazing this, but I think it's come out really well. It's got a nice naivety about it. It's really precious. Well done.
Captain Brad is signing out. Bye, Brad. He's off to sort out his sailors for the day. All those little naughty sailors with ailments popping into his
cabin,
popping into his suite. Pop up on the bed and drop your pants, boys.
Well, since I left my job as an all-night security guard, I sort of miss a solitude. And I thought, well, let's turn my potting shed into a pottery shed. I love the programme, I really do. But I don't like to see a man cry, no. I don't want to see him blubbering at what I make.
Good night, Erica, who's leaving.
Night night, love. Night night, Deeks.
And there's always a character who's kind of an older guy who's a little bit sort of no fuss and nonsense.
Yeah, retired. All he does now is pottery.
But ends up sobbing. Yeah. And you wanted to include our little crying onion, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's one of our kitchen ornaments. But we thought it looks a bit like Keith, so we wanted to include him.
Got a little lid. It's got a little lid. Crying on my knee. Smashing, mate. I think it's really, really great. You're a star. You're a professional in my eyes. With a little onion. Oh, slow. Not me out. Bloody hell.
We sort of we didn't really have the ending of the video in our heads at the time, and I suddenly said, Jamie, well, can we, when we're filming people, can we get everybody to just cry? Because I had this sort of little idea that we'd end on like a whole
little montage
sobbing
of everyone
fest.
sobbing.
And the only person we forgot to have cry is Rich.
Yeah, I forgot to do it for Rich, so I didn't do it.
Otherwise, he'd been there as well.
Samantha Hallsworth has joined us.
Somebody
with anybody. So we've been hearing all about you tonight, Samantha. Going to watch, going to the Beeb and seeing the cast of Bread. Did Alison play the Bread single to death? Did she send you balmy with it?
And did you have a single that you also used to play over and over again?
And Sam has asked, did Roger, so Roger's your last person, was Roger one of the Joan Plan people? Joan Plan. I don't think he is, but those teeth were certainly in it.
Well,
there is an older guy.
Yeah, but he's got Dixie's teeth in.
Okay.
And gives back pouches of the pap to his dog.
And he's a ghost hunter, isn't he?
Yeah. I wanted everybody to have weird jobs in the Joan Plan. Yeah, so little bits of character sort of come into other ones, don't they?
Yeah, our limited range starts getting seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're really glad that you enjoyed the Pottery Throwdown, because we've really wanted to do it for a while, but wanted to get it right and have the right kind of blend of affection, but also a little bit of
we normally do a video like that just before the programme starts, but we were doing Thick of Dibley when that started.
Well, I had and I had work. Didn't
you had all that work, didn't you?
I had work, so we didn't do some videos.
And I said, Jamie, well, let's do it before it ends, because we can't wait till next year to do it. And it's just it's done well. It's done it right nice, because normally we do old fashioned programmes, but we thought we'd do that one because we love it. And it is good. It's like I say, it's kind of, there's a bit of a buzz about it, which is good for us. And we like doing this sort of like, you know, with the sewing bee and the bake off. And then like Delisa Marchetti, what a fabulous name. Some of you got such lovely names. Good night. Look at this one here, Tobias Cordingly. We love your cheeky little names. The YouTube room's got a bit mucky with Captain Brad signing out. They're all offering him their ailments. Oh, what are they like over there? Mark has gone. Mark and Milo have gone. Oh, night, Mark. Samantha has said that Ali did play the Bread single to death. However, she had Dennis Waterman's "I Can Be So Good For You." God, what a war of TV themes that was. Did you girls share a bedroom? I can't remember we asked you that. Alan shared a bedroom with his brother, who isn't in tonight. He normally comes along. And he used to... he used to play like Brother Beyond and Tiffany. But on like loop, didn't he? Yeah. He used to wake up in the morning to go to work like 6:30 while I was at sixth form. So I'd be still in bed. And he'd put music on, then go downstairs to the bathroom leave the music on.
Dave, we will be doing the Gigglebox characters again. It's just at the moment with my work, I've got this big project on, so it's busy.
It's finding the time that we can film them. But,
yeah, because that takes a little while to do all those characters and then to edit it together. Whereas the news is kind of quite. I know it looks good. It's quite quick to film because we don't have to be together. I can film Jill Gerbil and then sort of get on with my work while Alan's getting changed and just kind of run down and film him. And so,
we don't want to leave you with nothing, so we do try and give you little bits.
Yeah, because we want this
to continue.
Midweek show to be a little bit special for you all. Dawn French. Samantha has mentioned Dawn French.
Yeah. We're really. I mean, she spotted us a couple of weeks before when she saw our Shakespeare sister.
Yeah.
And then obviously we popped on her page again with the Vicar of Dibley, and I think we've got a few like famous people who kind of watch us and look out for us and enjoy what we do. Because we did get a message from David Williams, didn't we? Yeah, we've
out of the blue, and Matt Lucas we know follows us. So yeah, it's dead exciting when we've spoofed someone and they watch it and get it. So yeah, Dawn French is my kind of one of my comedy heroes. But we're gonna do if we do Ab Fab, my goodness. I hope we do it. Yeah, we will do it well, but I'd love them to see that. Jamie has to work. I do. It's just at the moment
his work comes in bits and bobs, and sometimes there'll be no work for months or weeks. So when it comes in, you've got to.
And this is a big project. So I'm running conferences around the world
from home.
From here, in Australia, China, India, America, Europe, Africa. And I've got to get it all prepared and ready, and I've been making videos that go alongside it, and so yeah, it's dead busy. It's exciting busy, but it's dead busy.
And then it'll go quiet, and then we'll be back to creating stuff on a regular basis. But I mean, we're going to create stuff anyway, aren't we?
A question from Sean Anthony Harrison: why is there French music playing in the background when the nuns come on? It's a song called Dominica. And it's from the 1960s, and it's sung by the singing nun, who was kind of like a pop star in the 60s. So yeah, that's why that song pops up. It's a little 1960s. It's like a little Easter egg in joke.
The nuns are going nowhere. They'll be back. Don't you worry. We love doing the nuns, don't we?
Yeah. We definitely will.
Well, a lot of the giggle boxes were.
Yeah, we're going to bring them all. They will be back, and there'll be new giggle boxes that we're working on as well.
Planning on.
So we'll do that, and we're going to do kind of maybe not TV topics, but kind of overarching topics. So I don't know, like Saturday jobs or I don't know, things like that.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave. Thank you for joining us.
I'm giving him a little salute as well.
Pete Potowski's off, and it's nearly 9:30, so we'll be going anyway in a moment. But before we go, if anyone has any questions, whack them in now, and we can answer. Has anyone been annoyed by one of your skits?
Oh, we get it. Yeah, sometimes.
Not the actual people, though.
No. Celebrities, no. But we have
fans of the celebrity, fans of the shows get in touch, annoyed. ABBA, loads of ABBA fans were very upset with what we did.
Yeah. But we had also messages from people that were upset and then changed their mind because they stuck with the video and stayed with it till the end.
Kind of pisses me off that we get messages going, "I came here to hate you, but now I love you." I think, well, why say the first bit of that sentence? Just say, "Oh, I really enjoyed what you did. Thank you." Samantha says that I shouldn't have a real life. How dare I have a real life and get on with work? I know. The nuns. Nuns are a lot of people's favourites. We are going to bring them back. Sister Sledge and Systematic. They're just, at the moment, they're called Sister, I think, after that kind of awful, like, 90s TV show.
Oh, Anthony Berry said Mr. Throtman's is asleep. He's a little fella, Throtman.
Can you get a bowl cut wig for Sherry Stump, please? I don't know if Sherry would suit a little bowl head.
I mean, if you've seen our QVC videos, you'll see that Sherry sometimes damages her hair.
Oh yeah, she has long straight hair in one of those videos.
And there is a third one being planned where Sherry again uses the wrong product on her head. So you'll have to look out for that one.
Joel William Hazeldine, when we've got time, can we do the 70s show, The Professionals? We might do a little...
We actually wanted, about a year ago, to do The Professionals. We looked at their credits and they were a little bit dull, weren't they?
Yeah. Joel, we need you to drive to Scarborough, because we need a car if we're going to do The Professionals, because we'll have to roll over the bonnet and things like that. Or is that Starsky and Hutch?
Oh, no, they do cars as well. They like shoot from windows and stuff. I'll just have to make one.
Any new auditions? I had an audition
for a comedy, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was it? What was I playing? Oh, I can't talk about it.
Oh no, you can't. You signed a thing.
I signed a non-disclosure agreement just to audition for a show. So I've auditioned for a show, a comedy show. But yeah, it's
And you had to turn an audition down because it's happening when you're actually working on
when I'm doing this conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had another audition came through to play a guy who's buying a car from some rappers. And I had to sort of get into the rap music. But it was cancelled. Annie Sanderson says, she loves our glasses. Where do we get them?
Mine are from China.
Yeah, mine are from a company called Zeelool. Zeelool.
And mine are from a company called Wearlight. Because I've got such a big melon head that I have to have wide glasses. I hate the fact that some people have to wear glasses and then the arms have to sort of stretch around their head. Do you know what I mean? And I wanted glasses that are going to fit my big noggin.
But yeah, they're from China. They were cheap, and they've got my prescription lenses in and yours. I'm sure they're killing the world in some way. They're made by slaves or children or prisoners or something because they were so cheap. But on the other hand, it's cheap and easy to park.
Melanie says, could I do a quick Mr. Granger for her?
Yeah.
There you go.
Here we go. Sam. So Samantha and Ali are the daughters of Eddie Large. And Sam says she remembers her dad getting hate mail for doing an impression of Les McEwen from the Bay City Rollers. Crazy, innit?
Your dad was famous for doing impersonations of everybody.
Yeah, lovable ones as well. There we go.
Aren't people daft?
Yeah, so the main hate we got was from ABBA fans and Hyacinth Bouquet fans.
Oh yeah, Hyacinth was a cross-dressing Hyacinth. And a lot of people thought Hyacinth was, in America, they think she's a lovely lady. And yet we think she's
Yeah, there was a lot of how dare you take the piss out of such a beautiful lady.
English
like
lady.
Hyacinth. Yeah. When are we going to do Doctor Who? We are going to do it. We kind of need help with Doctor Who, and we're going to get help, I think, from people out there. We've not reached out to people yet.
We have got an idea of a vehicle for it. It would be a lot of work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because we're going to try and do all the doctors
and their assistants.
So a bit of
so that's the plan for that.
A bit of transforming. But we know that one of our fans and now friends has got a TARDIS in his garden.
Oh,
Dale.
yes, okay.
So, and he's building a canine. He's a kind of super fan and goes to conventions and stuff.
Well, he was in earlier. Talking about Sherry Stump.
Yeah, we might take a little day trip
to Bridgington.
We might have to get him to come and bring a van load of costumes.
We might have to get to him. Film on his patch.
Let me have a look at any messages. Jamie is Mrs. Overall. We did do Acorn Antiques. Alan was Mrs. Overall.
It was a photo, though, wasn't it?
I don't know if I can bring that up. Let me see if I can find it while Alan reads a couple of the comments.
Alex Clark says, when are we going on tour? Come on, guys. We'd love to meet you all at some
We'd love to do a tour, but we were like, a
We're
little
worried
bit
that,
of us is scared.
we're worried that
we'll
we'll
just
say,
be sat on our own.
we'll be in Leeds, and then nobody will turn up, and people go, oh, sorry, we didn't know you were coming, or sorry, I was bathing dog that night. And of course, Peggy'd have to come with us.
Yeah, we would. So we have to do theatres where Peggy can come. I'm trying to get the pictures up for you, so they're coming up.
Dale said he's there if we need him. Thank you, Dale.
There we go. There is our Acorn Antiques. It's only a photograph. Me as Miss Babs. Alan is Miss Berta. And then Alan was Mrs. O.
And that's before we had the gold phone. So I had to make
Pre-gold
one.
phone, yeah.
This was the lockdown when we had nothing. There was no shops. So I was having to make things. Make, do and mend.
Because it just started off being photographs. We had no intention of making videos. And then we just started making videos. My brother suggested we do the heart-to-heart theme. And I think then we sort of started doing a video every day. That's the Doctor Who that we have done. So we did do one Doctor Who. Me as the Doctor and Alan as Davros.
When we were young and starting out.
Someone has asked, who said it? Tobias Cordingly, how about in sickness and in health? And Jamie could be Dandy Nichols. I think you'd want to be Dandy Nichols, wouldn't you?
Wow. I could be both Dandy and the dad, and you could be Una.
I think if we do something live, what we'll do is kind of not a live show. I don't think yet. But we might have kind of a party and meet up somewhere, central-ish or near like Leeds maybe. But somewhere that people can get to, which has got loads of cheap travel lodges and whatever, and do something like a night out in a pub or something. We'll hire a pub.
If we had to put a show together and travel around with the show, it's going to be so much money, and we have to build and a lot of you.
We know loads of you would come, but we genuinely would worry because we
can't
We've still got loads of calendars. We didn't sell the calendars, and we thought,
we could hire out a theatre hall, and then nobody would turn up, and we'd be left with a big, massive bill.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the costumes are just like bits of fabric that are just like clips.
Because we did Fringe Theatre in London. We had a Fringe Theatre company. We did a few shows, and we never made money. Luckily, we didn't lose that much, but we never made a penny from it. And kind of one show we sold out. We never made any money. But yeah, something where we could come and just hang out with you. It wouldn't be like a meet and greet, and we're not going to do wigs and photo, but just hang out and you meet us. We'll have to have security. We'll have to have Jason there.
We'll have to have Jason Darcy on door. She'll be good to sort out any troublemakers, because we could attract weirdos, couldn't we? You never know.
But we'd ticket it to make sure that we don't.
But if any of you are coming to Scarborough, let us know, and we'll be happy to meet you up that way. But yeah, we are planning on meeting you sometime, somewhere.
Peggy's on. I think Peggy's in here.
Oh, look, there she is.
Move the camera a little bit so people can see her.
We won't move.
Twist that bit that you're moving. There we go.
Oh, there she is. Look. You see that beautiful chaise lounge just for her? Only she sits on it. We don't use it, do we?
Cyclone says just put a load of mirrors, bring a load of mirrors so it looks busy. However many people are there, we don't mind performing to not many people, but if it's our money, it's soul destroying. But yeah, like Jason Rigby said, I think people just want to meet us. So that's why if we just kind of later on when everyone's a little bit more comfortable,
it's more safer.
We'll find somewhere in Leeds, because I like Leeds, and we can get to Leeds, and we can take Peggy. We can stay in a travel lodge with Peggy or something, and
we'll hire a room somewhere.
Hire a little pub.
Invite you all, and we all can. Because a lot of you get on with each other, so a lot of you chit chat with each other, and some people message each other out of this. So it'd be nice for people to meet.
Keith says he'll bring Rufus to Scarborough to meet Peggy. Don't, Peggy's vicious. She's got to be little madam.
You see, Peggy's a sort of dog now. She's sort of a bit like Ina Sharples. She's a bit old. If you sniff her butt, trouble. But she can sniff yours. She'll sniff yours.
She's a bit like me, isn't she?
Yeah, a bit one way.
Samantha Hallsworth says, let's meet up in the Tarsus.
I think she means TARDIS, isn't she?
They're massive inside TARDIS. Oh, okay. I thought it was like the name of a nightclub.
She said TARDIS later on. TARDIS.
I thought the Tarsus might be like a fun nightclub that I don't know about. I was like, oh, it's nice. Has it got a sauna?
Oh, Nellie Pledge is back in the room. She must get a little hand on her watch.
Well, we're going to get going now. It's coming up to, well, it's gone 9:30. We've had a lovely, lovely time with you all. We'd love to come to Australia. Aussie Bob, I adore Australia. We'd love to do it. I wish we got enough air miles to get us there, but we got the dog.
Oh, Dale, it was lovely meeting him on Christmas Eve. That was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Dale came to our door with
He
Basil
knocked the little
brush.
Basil brush, a little basket. And I loved my little Basil. And a bottle of wine. A lovely little surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he was in the thick of doing a big panto in the middle of it.
BG Bear says we should do a car park tour like Drag Race did during lockdown.
Let's do a tailgate party.
We're planning on doing a show where we just do drag bingo. Alan will kind of host it, and I'll be like Madge from Dame Edna.
I mean, we could do that on our little when we meet you all.
Yeah.
That'd be easy to put together. I don't mind popping.
Oh, Mark Tonra, he says he's a huge ABBA fan. He loves our ABBA stuff. Good, because it's done with a huge amount of love. Because we love ABBA. Guys, thank you so much, everyone. Good night to you all.
Have a lovely rest of the week. I hope it's lovely and sunny this week. I hope weather's nice. None of this snow and ice and mist and wind.
And we genuinely don't know what we're doing this weekend, do we?
No.
We've not even discussed it amongst ourselves.
So whatever you see on Sunday will be, a last minute decision, and we'll look at our list and see what's practical.
Ali McGuinness, as soon as she heard that the YouTube room had got a bit dirty, she popped over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It is, the YouTube room's more like they're a bit saucier over there.
It's funny because we see it as like the Facebook groups all like black background, and everybody's nice and say lovely things.
And
here's black backdrop. Everybody's like aubergines and sex and whoa.
Guys, we've loved spending time with you as always. I hope you've enjoyed the news. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to do another news report next week. We'll also do director's commentary again, and most probably the flashback to something like Bread, like we did this week. Just remind you, that is our tip box. It's dead easy to kind of, you log in and it's dead easy to kind of throw coins in our pint pot. And we want to raise money to buy Divinity a proper crystal ball. So that's kind of the new,
And it'd be the last time we mentioned this, but we do have a few calendars left.
Yeah.
If you'd like a calendar, the rock bottom prices are just $7.99 UK.
If you don't get them, you are going to get a video of us burning them in the garden.
And all the money from that now is going straight to the charity. So.
Yeah, so the whole, we pay the postage is £2 or something, but then, so you effectively give them $5.99 to charity if you buy a calendar.
But only if you want one. We're not bullying you. Mark Hall's just popped a big aubergine on this side.
Yeah. High Street's trying to make the Facebook group as filthy as you lot by popping an aubergine emoji.
Like last minute when the club lights go up.
And we look around.
I've got to go off with somebody.
The floor's a bit sticky. Oh, my loves, thank you so much for joining us. We have enjoyed your time.
We love your company. We love your chatting, and we love your stories, and we love your love. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Do you want to look at this?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Because I've been around a million years. I've got a mobile phone, but I ate it.
You ate it?
Oh, I don't care.
I know, I love you for that.
I don't care. I love fiddling with my ear. I do. I love fiddling with anybody else's ear, too. Well, it was at the time that Tony Blair. You don't realise what goes under that furry frock. Oh, Cilla Black's a lessie. Walking. Bandy. Oh, you're dropping bits. I've dropped something.
What's the opening line then? What's the
Consuela. I'm going to rant now. I really am going to rant.
Go on then.
I just like a man. And with great respect, she looked like a bit of a muppet. I switch on the telly these days, and if there's not a beautiful person, I switch over.
So you don't-
I hope he's watching this in jail. Well, that's where he is. Well, how shall I kill him? And one little voice said, "Why don't you sing to him?"